Alright, YouTube, this is the Weekend Modder with a Trinity RGH slash JTAG console for sale. As you can see, it's the black console. It has no hard drive and does not have the 44 gig unit. It is not flash, but it does have a 9504 drive in it, so it could be easily flashed in addition to what's going on with it. The console does have the normal slim functionalities, HDMI, as well as the component out and a normal power supply. Taped to the side of it here, you'll see what's included, which is a disc that will install Freestyle Dash, Dash Launch, and XEX menu, as well as it has backups of the NAND, CPU key, and that information for you. So let's go on to the actual show. As of right now, this moment, it does have my personal 1 terabyte hard drive. So this little bugger, instead of being a 250 gig or whatever, actually has a full 1000 gigabyte terabyte hard drive in it. And that will be important because you'll see everything that's loaded on there. So the console itself with the power supply and nothing else. So console and power supply is what I'm asking $170 for. So if you'll notice, when you turn on the console, we're going to get a little flashing blue light up here. And every time that pulses, that tells you that the console is attempting to glitch. And as you can see, this time it only pulsed once, so we had a first glitch boot. That's actually pretty common with this particular console. It's got really great boot times, so there's no waiting from the time you turn it on. Now, this console, again, because it has the hard drive in it, is going to boot up directly into Freestyle Dash, which I have applied the Dream theme to. I really like this theme. It looks super slick. As you can see, you've got the normal tray functionality, and if I pull off this little label down here, we can do just like any other console. We can do our open tray and see the tray physically open, so we can play our physical, retail, or backup disc if you flash the drive. It's not currently flashed. That would be an additional service. You can sign in and still have our avatars work and all that sort of stuff. So we've got a player one generic avatar created. In the Xbox 360 tabs, you can see on my personal terabyte, my own hard drive, I've got quite a few games already preloaded. So if we do the layout here, you can see the grand total of, let's see, 98 Xbox 360 games loaded. Everything from all the Call of Duties to the Dark Souls stuff. You can change the layout to whatever method it is that you think you like. I've also got Xbox Live Arcade titles loaded. Again, these are my personal backups of games that I own. So these are all games that you can scroll through, cover art loaded on any of them. If you select details, you get the nice background and all that sort of stuff. You've got a homebrew catalog, which I don't have anything added, but I could add in the XEX menu and any other stuff. Xbox Classic, so Xbox Classic games, we've got a few of those as well. Cover art takes a moment to load through, but I've only got 4 of them, so they just rotate endlessly in here. And then emulators, we've got Super Nintendo, this is regular Nintendo. There's Sega Genesis, MAME, which is arcade stuff. Super Nintendo. The Game Boy is the XE Boy. That's regular Nintendo. These all have several hundred emulator games loaded in each one of those. Then there's the other cool stuff the dashboard can do on its own. The File Manager allows you direct access to the hard drive, so you can see all the actual files that are loaded to it. You can do the DVD extract function. So the tray is still open from where I had it before, but if we close it and then we select the DVD extract, this will pop open the tray and then actually give us the ability to rip that game from the physical disc and store it onto the hard drive so that we can play it back later without needing the disc. You can also modify the skins here. So as you can see, I've got the Dream theme selected, but it's super customizable, so you can change stuff about it. And that's pretty much it for the Freestyle Dash and all that functionality. If we notice down here, it is connected to the internet and assigned an IP address, so it will automatically fetch via Wi-Fi. I don't have any Ethernet plugged into it. That's happening via Wi-Fi here. You can notice also in the upper right hand corner, I've got, with everything I have on there loaded, I have 269 still free out of a total of 926, which is that 1,000 gigs. And just to demonstrate, if we go back to the Freestyle home screen, rather the main Xbox home screen, so we select Freestyle home, and before we hit yes, I'm going to hold down the right bumper and hit A for yes. That's going to exit me back to the default stock dashboard. Well, if I didn't release. So if I actually hold it down and continue to hold it the whole time, that'll exit me back to the stock dashboard where I can show you that it is running the very newest 16547. So that's the very newest dashboard. It's the modded version of it. And if we go into the storage section, you can see my giant 269 gigabyte free hard drive here, which is more than even the standard capacity of any of them. In the Games tab, you already have XEX menu, so you can load that directly from here. And then finally, you can go back to the main home screen. Now, please do keep in mind that all of the capabilities of this, as far as all the software programs and games and stuff, are what's stored on that hard drive that I showed you that's in here. This console is capable of running that software, but it's only doing it because it has the hard drive inside of it. Without that hard drive, it would boot to a stock-looking dashboard, and it would need to have Freestyle Dash and all that installed. So there's the console.